Hello lovelies, Azyha here. Today is March 6th, and seeing as we're already almost a full week into March, I figured it'd be time to do my February favorites. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing today, and I believe Dana will be filming hers within the week to upload it as well. So let's begin right away. I'm just going to start with face, and I'll start with my foundation. My favorite this month is one that I actually just recently discovered this month, and that is my Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. Got that right there, and that is in the color Nude. Before that, I had really just not known what I wanted to do for foundation. I tried powders, I tried liquid foundations, and nothing was really working until I saw, I believe it was Emmerich, aka Allison's video on it, and she just loved it and was just raving about it, so I thought I'd give it a try. And as you can see, I've already used up quite a bit. So definitely my favorite. Next is blush, and my favorite blush this month is, again, a Maybelline product, and that is actually the Dream Bouncy blush. And this month's color is Pink Plum. I don't know, on the screen it looks a little purple, and really it's a nice sheer color, and it's kind of a pinkish purple. It's what I have on right now. It's very subtle, but there it is in swatch form. And really it's just this nice soft tone, and I know a lot of people don't like it for that very reason, that it's very subtle, but that's actually why I like it. I tend to be more subtle with my cheeks, and I always like if it's just a more intense pigment, I'll just use a stippling brush to get it on softly. But yeah, that is definitely a favorite. I'm going to follow that up with my favorite highlighter, which is MAC's Mineralize Skinfinish in Lightscapade. This is actually a re-promote that I found online on allcosmeticswholesale.com. And if you see, I'm trying to see in the, looks very white, and it is, but it's kind of a champagne-y white with some blue and pink veining in it. You can just very lightly see that. I'll swatch that here. It's just a very just subtle highlight. It looks pretty intense on there, but when you put it on, it's very subtle. And of course, you can always build it up. It's just this gorgeous holy grail of a highlight that I use both on my cheekbones, on my bridge, as well as my under my brow bone. So yeah, that's just a gorgeous. I don't think it's available anymore. Like I said, I found it at ACW. And it had been re-released in the fall, but yeah, so I think if you're gonna look for it, best place would be eBay, if you're looking for it. So yeah, after that, I will follow with favorite eyeshadows. Now my favorite eyeshadow, kind of cheating here, I have a palette, as well as a single color, but, so I'll start off with my single, and that is MAC's Outre, I hope I'm saying that correct. It's a French name, but it's this mustardy yellow that really is just not pretty in the pan at all, but when you put it on, it's a great substitute crease color, I discovered. If I do a swatch here, it's, if you look there, yeah, it's that very mustardy brown, yellow, kind of ucky color, but I like to use it when I'm just doing a natural everyday or kind of a wing liner look. I just like to use that for my crease substitute instead of just my everyday brown. Yeah, and then after that, this has actually kind of been a universal favorite, not just this month, but I'm mentioning it this month, and I know a lot of people have mentioned it in theirs as well, and that is the Naked 2 palette. Now, I'm sure that you guys have seen just reviews upon reviews of this, but it is this nice cool tone palette by Urban Decay, and it is just wonderful. I have the Naked one as well. I'll pull that out here quick. And I'll compare the two for you. So on top is the Naked 2, and on the bottom is the original, and as you can see, the original is just much warmer in tone, and for my skin tone during the winter it's a lot cooler. During the summer it's definitely a warmer tone because I tan, but during the winter and fall months this is just much more appropriate for my skin tone, and I love it. It's great. I use it all the time, almost every day unless I'm doing some sort of fun look. And it's definitely my go-to staple from this point on, and definitely deserves a monthly favorite shout out. From there, we'll go on to liner. And this month is actually one that I'm surprised I'm mentioning because I'm typically very much like an eyeliner pencil kind of girl, but I thought I would give this a try. And what it is it's MAC's Fluidline liner in Blacktrack. So it's just this really nice black cream liner. And it's what I have on right now. It's very, I don't have very much of it on, but it's just an amazing liner. And for those of you who want the look of a liquid liner without the mess, this is definitely the way to go. You just use a pencil brush for it. I like to use my Sigma EO5, and it's just amazing and I love it. And it goes on really nicely, really smoothly. It is a bit of a mess to clean up if you need to, but since I'm using a pencil brush, it's a lot easier. And yeah, I liked it so much actually that when MAC released their Shop Cook collection, I picked it up in, let me look here in the drawer, in Wholesome as well. And I haven't really had a chance to play with it very much, but it's brown black. So yeah, but Blacktrack is definitely a staple, I think, for you to add to your collection. So yeah. Okay, so, oh, final thing for eyes is my mascara. Now typically if I was going to be listing mascara, it'd be more of a higher end mascara, but this month actually, I'm a little surprised because, like I said, I'm more of a high end mascara kind of girl. My favorite is, it's the LastBlastLength, and it's the water resistant formula in Very Black. I just love it because, I'll show you the brush here. It's this kind of, it's the rubber style brush, and it's very spindly. Let's get a little closer so you can see it right there, and it just goes on wonderfully, and I don't even have problems when applying that it'll like go all over. It applies to my lashes and my lashes only, and it's really great because it seems like I'm the only one in the family who didn't inherit the long lashes, and so in order to pretend that I do, I just love going to this one, swiping it on, and just going, and it's gorgeous. Even without curling your lashes, it just is beautiful. So yeah, that is my favorite for the month. Alright, next is on to lips, and to start with, I'm going to go with my Revlon Lip Butter in Creme Brulee, and this is just a gorgeous everyday nude to go with. I'll do this here. It's like this. It's my lip butter, and I know that these have been just raved about because it is a lip butter, but it has the pigmentation of a lipstick. Here's a little swatch of it on my skin right there. And it's just gorgeous. It's my go-to everyday color. It's just perfect nude. And it's just leaves your lips feeling so soft. It's unbelievable, especially in the winter months. I live in Minnesota, and so it's been a pretty harsh winter where it's been very dry, and so my lips get chapped a lot, but this has really helped. And the colors, and I actually have quite a few lip butters in general, but this is my favorite color, and that's why I'm mentioning this. But just in general, I think Revlon really hit it out of the ballpark with this, and I'm very impressed, and I will just restock as often as I need to with this product. Alright, following up is an actual lipstick, and this is MAC's Pillowtalk from their Naturally collection. And it's this kind of, I don't even know how to describe this color. It's kind of a dark sandy brown. I'll swatch it right here next to the Creme Brulee, and as you can see, it's kind of a more intense version of it and a little redder brown. And this one, I'm in the mood for a lipstick to complete my look, but I don't want a bright color. This is what I go to. It's a great natural or neutral looking color, great nude, and it's great for just all year round in my opinion. It's brown, but it's not a dark winter brown. It's not that red plummy color. It's kind of a softer tone. So definitely recommend this. It is sold out. MAC is not carrying this online anymore, but I'm sure if you were to find some remote tiny counter, you could find it. Otherwise, eBay or ACW might be carrying it, but definitely look for it if you can. I highly recommend this color. Alright, so that's all that I have for makeup, so I'm going to mention just a couple non-makeup favorites. First, I'm going to start with my brushes, and they're all Sigma brushes. And I just recently discovered Sigma in the last, I would say, 2 or 3 months. And it was actually through Amerique's that I discovered them, and I had fallen in love ever since I got my first set. So the first one I'm going to mention is an eye brush, and it's their tapered blending brush in E40. Now I got this with my Mrs. Bunny collection, so it has this kind of fun colors to it, the pink and the blue. But seriously, the best brush you can ever have is a blending brush to kind of blend out your crease instead of having those harsh lines. And this is just so wonderful. And this is a synthetic brush, which means it won't soak up any liquid, or the fibers won't soak up anything, so it just simply blends it out. But it's just, it works miracles. It's the best blending brush I've ever tried, and I definitely would pass this on to a friend. My next two non-makeup related favorites are also brushes, and they're also Sigma brushes, and it's from their Sig Max collection, which is their Kabuki collection. And the first one is the Angled Top Kabuki, or the F84, and this is what I use to apply blush. And there's actually some remnants on there right now, but it's really great, especially with the Dream Bouncy blush. They kind of rub it in. It's just great for blending. These are fantastic for blending. They're synthetic as well, which helps, but just considering how dense they are and everything, it just all adds up to being a fantastic blending slash blush brush, especially for angles. Okay, and the final brush I'm going to mention today is my F82, my Round Top Kabuki. And this is what I use to apply my Dream Matte Mousse. And I just find it works really well with a more dense brush like this one, instead of going to a Kabuki brush or a traditional foundation brush. And it works really well because it gets right into your nose, as well as like your inner, like right under your eye and around all that. And it's just a really good all-together brush, and actually this would be good for applying just regular, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Just applying regular powders as well. It's just a very good brush. I can't think of any other words to use to describe it besides very good. So yeah, moving on from there, I have two hair products that I want to mention. The first is my Macadamia Healing Oil Spray. Now this comes in both spray form as well as push pump, but I use the spray because it's just an easier way to dispense it instead of pouring it out into your hand and then rubbing it in. I use this every day after I shower. The first thing I spray into my hair is this, and then I just kind of use it. I tend to have a problem with dry ends. Just dry hair in general. Like I said, I live in Minnesota. It's a very cold winter, and this winter has been particularly harsh, and my hair just is susceptible to that kind of thing, and it is the first thing, I hate to say the first thing to go, but it is definitely the first thing to be affected by the weather. And so by using this in combination with my next product, which is the Matrix, oh gosh, which is the Matrix Moisture Cure product. So the combination of these two are just fantastic on my hair. It leaves it feeling silky and just clean and moisturized, and I don't touch it and think, oh my god, I need to condition my hair. It's just fantastic. And then along from there, with that whole moisturizing thing, I'm going to mention my body butter, my Boots Extracts body butter that I got from Target. And this is just a body butter in general is just great. I tend to prefer it over lotion because it's more it's thicker and heavier, and it just feels like it's moisturizing as opposed to regular lotion that I feel like I'm rubbing water into my skin. It's just altogether great, and I love the smell. It's cranberry that I have, but there's other options as well if you go to Target. But this just kind of reminded me of winter, but cranberry kind of works all year round. So yeah, that's what I use. I use it every morning along with everything else, but that's part of my daily routine. So those were my February favorites. The next video that I'll be filming is my Love Vox Box unboxing, which is through influencers, so keep an eye out for that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorites were in the comment box down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!